The 2024 Hyundai Sonata is an underrated midsize sedan that deserves equal billing with its Japanese contemporaries like the Honda Accord and Toyota Camry. Hyundai's sensual sportiness design language was in full bloom in 2019 when the 9th-gen Sonata arrived in showrooms. However, the 2024 facelift has given the Sonata an otherworldly facade, inheriting the RoboCop styling of its Steria platform mate, a futuristic-looking minivan that Hyundai sells in other parts of the world. The 2024 Hyundai Sonata has new exterior styling and an updated screen-heavy cabin to keep up with modern times. The most controversial change is the front design. This unique execution would have blown us away if not for our familiarity with the Steria minivan and Stargazer MPV, a duality of people carriers that bear a comparable spaceship-inspired vibe. Still, the relocated headlights and wide-spanning LED daytime running lights look crazy cool for a mid-size family sedan. Some nicer-looking wheels could be in order based on the initial images of the 2024 Sonata, and it will be interesting to see how the Sonata's futuristic design idiom will age in a time when sedans like the 11th-gen Accord have mellowed in the styling department. But then again, we applaud Hyundai for consistently stirring the pot and challenging the norms. The 2024 Hyundai Sonata keeps things interesting by offering a diverse powertrain lineup. The base Sonata SE and SEL have a 2.5-liter four-banger with 191 horsepower and 181 lb-ft of torque. Front-wheel drive is standard, while AWD is a new option for the 2024 model year. The naturally aspirated 2.5-liter engine mates exclusively to an 8-speed automatic transmission. Meanwhile, the Sonata SEL Plus and Limited receive a turbocharged 1.6-liter four-cylinder engine with 180 horsepower and 195 lb-ft of torque. The creme of the crop is the Sonata N-Line with its 2.5-liter turbocharged engine with 290 horsepower and 311 lb-ft of torque. It has a front-wheel drivetrain and an 8-speed dual-clutch automatic to deliver faster gear changes and quicker acceleration, helping the Sonata N-Line rush to 60 miles per hour in 5 seconds. Finally, the Sonata Hybrid is an excellent choice if you relish an EPA-estimated 47 miles per gallon in a mid-size family car. It has a 2.0-liter four-cylinder engine and a hybrid system sending 192 horsepower to the front wheels. The Sonata's interior gets a meaningful update for 2024. For starters, there's a new steering wheel, dashboard, infotainment and driver info screens, as well as a completely revamped center console. The refreshed Sonata makes a larger effort to provide comfort by moving the gear selector to the steering column to allow for more storage and cup holder space than before. Home to many elbows, the center armrest gains an additional palm rest that gives the driver more room to relax. The updated materials expand across the dashboard and into the rear passenger space, making the Sonata look like an even better bargain than it was before. Hyundai takes a play from the BMW book for infotainment with a large display module on the dashboard that contains two 12.3-inch displays. One is for the driver, the other is a touchscreen for infotainment controls. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are both standard, same for wireless smartphone charging. A Bose stereo system is optional and features 12 speakers. The Sonata's cabin is roomy for adults of most sizes up front, and even though the roofline sweeps dramatically downward, the rear seat has good headroom, too. Note that if you want to fit 6-footers in the back comfortably, you might want to skip models with the panoramic sunroof. No matter which trim level you select, legroom abounds in both rows. And since the 2024 Sonata is a heavy refresh and not a full redesign, these attributes should carry forward. The 2024 Hyundai Sonata is brimming with advanced driving aids. All trim models have forward collision warning, automatic braking, adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot intervention, rear automatic braking, rear cross-traffic alert, and a driver attention warning system. Meanwhile, other safety nets like blind spot monitoring, a surround view monitor, parking sensors, and remote parking assist are available in higher trim variants. Note that if you want to fit 6-footers in the back comfortably, you might want to skip models with the panoramic sunroof. No matter which trim level you select, legroom abounds in both rows. And since the 2024 Sonata is a heavy refresh and not a full redesign, these attributes should carry forward. The cabin in last year's Sonata looks nice, but upon closer inspection, the layout isn't quite as intuitive as, say, the new Honda Accord. And some rivals have nicer materials to boot. As with the exterior design, however, everything is set to change in 2024. All in all, the 2024 Sonata's passenger environment looks to be a little more luxurious and techy than its predecessor. Interior dimensions likely haven't changed, so rear passengers should still expect to have 34.8 inches of legroom, which is on the tighter side of most mid-size rivals. As on the outgoing model, another bodyline arcs over the beltline to the rear, where a light bar spans a trunk topped with a spoiler. The backup lights diminish in sequence across the broad swath of the trunk, emphasizing the lowered look of the Sonata. Hyundai makes up for it with a roomier trunk with 16.0 cubic feet of space that can be expanded with 60/40th split rear folding seats. Hyundai gives the Sonata a refresh for 2024. Gone are the funky daytime running lights that ran parallel to the hood, and here are, well, different funky daytime running lights that span the width of the front bumper. The rear bumper cover and taillights are also redesigned, but the most meaningful update happens within.